Looks like Team Botcha is missing people, but Team Krager is doing pretty good. We got ourselves another team. Try to kite me. We got ourselves Kragar with also, this is Trady as a feral. We got ourselves Arhiorg as well as, what is that? Wait. Ren Dragon? Is that what it is? Ren. We got Ren. Try to kite me good be first up versus Wolf Quad. So this team, all the heroes are missing one, but we got ourselves Pooza. We got ourselves Nitty Gritty. We got Bocce in there. I try to kind of get an open up by Wolfquats, who's playing that Kyrian Feral. Lexi coming out, going to be immediate chicken for the Feral Druid as he's popping off every defensive with Thorns as well. It's going to be trying to go for some damage, but seeing the Thorns in the wall, he decides, you know what? I'm going to catch up on some health. I'm going to catch up on some healing. I'll pop a defensive here. It looked like did he pop wall as well? He did pop wall because he's all grayed out. So that was wall as well as dampen harm. Karma is still available. It has a trinket if necessary. So he popped enough of defenses against Wolfquats. So was going in with a 3-minute cooldowns. So I guess it's a trade of 3 minutes for 3 minutes. Try to stay alive. That is Wolfquats also trinket out of that incap, out of the leg sweep combo. So try to kind of look at it again to kind of reset Wolfquats for a second. Got himself a bit of a breather with that health. Fist of Fury flying at Wolfquats. He's looking to disengage away from it. Try to catch up on heals himself. And Wolfquats needs to go for another setup with a Kyrian. That's most likely going to get a trinket out, try to kite me, and if he's low enough. Also, Karma, big damage to try to kite me, though. Out of nowhere. Not even a Kyrian setup. And try going in for that Karma immediately. Big disconnect by Wolfquats. Does catch tries. He tried to roll out of the Ursos that yoinks him back in. Has to go for a reset. So that's still trinket available for try. So he still has a defensive against this Feral, but I think nobody expected that big burst. Had to blow a Karma there that early. But it looks like Try is kind of maybe trying to wait out the cooldowns for Wolfquats. Or maybe he's just unsure exactly what he could do against the Feral. In cap as the Kyrian comes out, super unfortunate. Does have the Lexi for this. Is going to get a Lexi for the quads. Is going to have the Fist of Fury for the images. Big damage coming out. Oh my goodness. Lexi, he had the full setup there. The Feral came back in, and if you don't have Barkskin at that point for all that burst, it's not survivable. It's actually not survivable. Now, your name is Nitya. The Russian word would be Nitya. I can kind of guess what that means. I'm trying to think of a nickname for you. Nitty Gritty Itty Bitty. That's gonna be his name. Nitty versus Try. Going in for some big damage. Hodge owns to Try. Does get that divine toll bell. Tolls for no one, and it doesn't toll for Try, but looks like Zwen is actually still doing quite a bit of damage on Karma. And oh, rocking out the defenses for Nitty. Oh, that's a defensive down, boys. Maybe gonna be seen. Oh, bubble. No, not even. Just trying to kind of be taking him out before the bubble can even come out. Just taking the man out of the game. Not giving him an opportunity. Gonna be Pooza up next. Get himself a big old I-beam. It's interesting how the swords next to him just kind of floated there. He's playing the Night Fist, so we're expecting a massive setup. If you can go for a good setup or to try to kite me with a big Haunt comes out with a stun into big blades and probably try to kite me done for the count, taking him out. Oh my god. The wombo combo is spectacular, and the only thing that's even better than a combo is that beautiful crown on your bald head. That beautiful transmog gonna be a mage with a breath versus Pooza landing the polymorph. And Pooza still has every defensive and offensive. Could maybe trinket out of this. Is he gonna do it though? I don't know if he is. Ring of Frost to follow up. Is gonna take the meteor damage. Is gonna go for the invuln immediately. Try to see if he can just run out of there as the mage is chasing after him immediately. Pooza tried to see if he could bail out of there. Popping Blur as the Demon Hunter. Blur should be available in a minute here, but it looks like he's maybe trying to just catch himself a reset. He does need to catch up on a little bit of self-heal. There's only so much you can really do with a self-heal. One of the biggest ways to self-heal is with a Haunt and then doing damage to that enemy afterwards. Or getting metamorphosis and getting a bit of heal. But basically just looking for a bit of a CD reset, trying to maybe wait for the blur to be up, or try to just give him a better position. Next, Breath, Poly setup onto Pooza. I mean, Archie is still actually just burned combustion there, so he won't have combustion, but it's still going to be quite a substantial amount of damage, and we've seen mages blow people up without even using combustion. Pooza does use the mobility to his full extent, trying to catch a couple ticks of first aid. Breath still hits him. Palmer most likely going to happen, and it looks like there it goes. Could go for a trinket if he needs to. Arhiorg setting up, cooking up himself a pie with the Ring of Frost right after. Pooza does get hit in the Ring of Frost. It's going to be Rune of Power with a meteor coming down on his head. Does drop Darkness down, so hey, holding his ground in darkness. I think he's waiting for Blur to be back up. Looks like he's actually going to go for even more resets versus Archie. Just doesn't want to fight him at all. He'd rather get away. Line of sight on him and does have some pets to actually attack him for a second. Could build up some resources from him. But looks like he's just waiting out for some cooldowns. Does get himself the Ivy, so it's going to be meta. Maybe? No. He's not even running with meta. He's going to activate real meta right now. Breath hits him immediately. And Puza is going to break out of that Nova, does reverse it into a Haunt, trying to make a setup with a Haunt. Actually decides to cancel Haunt against Archiorg as he does go for ult in time, expecting the big damage out of the Demon Hunter. There goes the Ivy yet again. The Haunt right after setting up, stun onto Archiorg, goes in for an Ice Block immediately. And Puza cannot recover too much health at this point, has to go bailing out of this. So that was a big setup for him, just kind of out of the game. Metamorphosis was used there too, so it looks like he's maybe running a momentum build, isn't he? I think he's trying to set up like a big momentum setup with a stun. Ibim available for Puza. I think he's using the Ibim to get himself some resources. G-Pike gonna come out, actually going for the trinket. Metamorphosis available. Does he get ultra time out of Archie? Looks like ultra time maybe was used. Does he get the ultra time? Big damage on Archie, or big one shot coming out. Does have cauterize. Actually huge damage. Archie's dead. Archie's actually dead unless Puza cannot connect and take down the seed. I think he's gonna come back. Oh my god, Puza with a burst. Yo, I've gotten hit by that before. Now I know what Demon Hunters were doing. I wonder if it's possible to reflect Hunt back at the Demon Hunter. That would be interesting. Big IBM available for Puza. It's going to be massive damage. Metamorphosis is out of that. It's going to be big old Hunt. Dropping Kraken to half his health. Does he have the damage right after? Looks like Kraken is going to go for massive heal, and Puza trying to bail away not to give Kraken any healing. That one-shot wombo combo get Kraken to half health in a single use of an ability. Oh my god, it's so cheesy, but this man is making it work. It is so cheesy. I just said it's cheese, but we've never seen this on a channel for Shadowlands. A Demon Hunter actually getting like a win and beat in duels like this. I know it's super giga cheese, dude. This is the cheesiest stuff ever. Mickey Mouse is a huge fan of this, man. You know what I mean? Like, this is the cheese that gets 80. It's pretty... I don't even know, dude. Stun back to back for Puza. It's looking like he wants to get some damage to Kragar, but Kragar has a lot of self-heal. It's gonna be, oh, the raging blows come out. So much, only so much could be done. Kragar does take down the Demon Hunter. He's done with all that cheese. Trying to continue his rotation burst with raging blows into Luby, and looks like Luby was the fifth man that wasn't there for that team, so he does make it in. Gladiator Luby versus Kraken, charging in, does reflect in case a hammer justice will check him out, but Luby does not burn a Hodge that early. Seraphim available as Kraken goes in for a Blaze Storm. That's going to be CC immunity. Disarm to Luby is going to go for a Hodge. Can throw Judgment, still getting a lot of damage without even a weapon in his hand. He literally didn't get a weapon until the last global. He literally used so many abilities that didn't even need a weapon until the very last global with a Divine. Ren's still holding on to a bubble, so does Luby. It looks like Luby survived Ren's burst. Bubble comes out. Luby, does he hold on to his bubble? He's trying to generate as much holy power as he can, trying to self-heal himself with 46% dampening. It looks like he actually lived through the bubble. Seraphim available for Luby is going to get hit. Maybe a bubble coming out here. Is going to bubble as he sees the Kyrian setup. Throw in the Kyrian hammer of his own with final verdict. Massive Tempest verdict taking him out. And Treddy going to be the last Feral on that list of that team. Last man standing. Versus Luby just burned a bubble, so Treddy should be able to make quick work of him. Thorns available for the Kitty Cat. Hodge by Luby is going to go for Flash of Light. Bark's going to help for Treddy just in case, I guess. And Luby catching up on a little bit of self-heal. Treddy should be able to get the bleeds up and running into Luby and really end it here. Going to be wings for Luby. It looks like the bite of the end does take him out. Treddy did have to burn the Kyrian setup in order to make that bite really work. Botcha going to be up next as a sub-rogue, playing that Night Elf. Dude, so many Night Elf sub-rogues without 100% crit legendary. Like, why would you not play that? Botcha looking for Treddy, trying to see if he can find him. Looks like Treddy is going to pop out in bear form. Going to be a mission. Shadow Striker Botcha. Looks like he's lagging all over the place. Going to get a Shadow Striker. Try to see if he can dip away from Treddy. Hits him on the mark for death in case he goes for a Kindle shot. It looks like Treddy is going to stay in bear form for as long as possible. Hits Botcha with a Moonfire. The Rogue should still be able to get himself a clean reset. Even when you hit him with a Moonfire, it does no longer break him out of stealth anymore because Rogues have that shield when they go into stealth. Botcha is setting out in mount form, actually. Just stay mounted. He is lagging really badly. I wonder if he's lagging on both of our screens or just for mine. Does see the Feral. Shadow Step. Kidney Shot comes out. Botcha going in for some damage. Shadow Blades is available. Does have the Sepsis rolling as well. Triple cheap. Triple stun onto Treddy. Try to see if he creates some line of sight. Blind does force trick it out of the Feral. Gonna be a shadow mode for Bachi for a second. See, has advantage if he needs to. Gonna be a big current setup for Chetty. Bash into Bachi. Big bite to follow. Could be pretty big bleeds right after. Chetty needs to find himself a bit of a defensive. No more chicken available. Big bite onto Bachi. I feel like the rogue did not anticipate that sudden turn of events. And looks like the Feral took him out. Pusa though, my man. Demon Hunter with the biggest one-shot damage with a biggie burst, dude. Got 2 kills actually. It looks like he just had 1, but he did kill.